here in YouTube land. Welcome in, everybody. My name is AD Roberts, and yes, I'm your success coach. And every day when we come on here, our goal is to create a sense of connectedness and community first and foremost. And the second thing is that we always have a topic that is designed to be empowering and impactful at some meaningful level. So welcome in. Today is no different, y'all. Today is no different. So we're broadcasting on both YouTube and on TikTok. So welcome in, everybody. If you will, let's go ahead and get this party started. If y'all are ready to get started, y'all already know what to do. Put ready in the chat. Let's go, let's go. If you are ready to go, oh, look at Amy. Thank you, Amy. Amy is dropping the action. Thank you, Cherry. I appreciate you following. Thank you. And listen, if you want to connect with us, in the Oasis, you are more than welcome to do so. Again, in order to connect in the Oasis, you have to do one or two things. You can either click on this face right here and simply say and become a super fan. And if not, if you say, hey, AD, I got a financial situation or a technical situation and you need some help to get into the Oasis, we have some sponsors that are ready and willing to sponsor you to get into the Oasis. All you have to do is either message on TikTok, either message Fine Wine or Mimi, just y'all wave like this because they are our moderators over here on TikTok, or reach out to Janae. Janae is our moderator over here on YouTube. Thank you. Let's shoot them some love. Thank you so much for y'all doing what y'all do to keep us safe in these doggone streets. Yes, 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 yes. And this is a good time. And again, y'all, we have some amazing people in here. We've already surpassed that 10,000 like thing. So let's go ahead and share. Let's push this out because we want to impact the lives of a whole bunch of people today. Let's do it. All right, thank you, Jay Worthy, for grabbing that daily heart me. So let's go. Our topic, we are in day 2, and I'm going to do a brief recap. Our topic for today is the universal architecture of success. Everything has a blueprint. So the universal architecture of success, building a life that aligns with your soul contract. I believe, I strongly believe that the abundance that we all are looking for, that shows up in all types of ways in our lives, that the abundance that we're looking for is looking for us. I truly believe that. And because it is looking for us, we have to be in alignment in order to receive it. But here's the thing. I believe that the way we access that type of overflow, I'm not talking about just regular success or just some marginal kind of abundance. No, I am talking about that high level stuff. I'm talking about abundance that shows up in all kinds of ways. And so I believe that abundance, though, is connected to you living in your divine purpose. I believe that when you start walking in your divine purpose and you start doing that thing, I really believe everything opens up for you because that's what you were designed to do. That's what you came here to do. And so that's where it starts up. That's right, Trinity. Good to see you in here. Good to see you. Yeah, go ahead. Listen, JoJo, go ahead. Go ahead. You already know. Going on to give that late pass to Fine Wine. Good to see you in here. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Glad to see you, Trinity. Glad to see you. All right, so here we go. So that abundance, I really believe, is that level of overflow is connected to your ability to walk in that passionate purpose. So the energetic blueprint, there is a blueprint for your life. When you were born, you were born into this third dimensional experience, and you have a whole bunch of talents. You have gifts. You have abilities that everybody else doesn't have naturally. You have something that is so fire and so uniquely you that it puts you in a space of separateness. It makes you special. It makes you different. And that special quality about you is usually connected to your divine purpose and intent for being here. And so, as I asked the other day, who all on here believes that they're here for a purpose? that you're here to impact the lives of people. If that's you, put me in the chat. If that's you, if you're here, because usually that's the type of people I attract. I attract people who really believe that they are destined to impact the world at a meaningful level. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Janae. Thank you. Thank you, Jay Worthy. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Fine Wine. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you, Trinity. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Joe. I see it. I see it. Hey, Devin, good to see you back on here. And so I see that. That's just what we do. Yes, Karen. Yes, you here for a good time too, Coach. That's fine. Let's see me cutting up, and that's good. Because if you weren't here for a good time, what's the whole point? If you're here just to be boring and just to sit back and just meditate all of the time, you may as well have stayed on the other side of infinity instead of coming over here. So we cut up a little bit. Thank you, Trinity. Thank you. If you know, you know. Good, 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 good. So good to see y'all on here. So let's go. That uniqueness about you, that thing that you look at, Majestic coming up in this thing. Welcome in, Majestic. Good to see you, superstar. Welcome in, welcome in. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. And so I believe that unique quality that you have to impart and impact the lives of people. Thank you, Jasmine, for those fest pops so much. Thank you, Majestic, for grabbing your daily heart me. And listen, as you guys come in, make sure you grab those daily heart me's. Don't miss it. And as we have passed that, we have surpassed that 10K. Make sure that you share. And all of my friends over here in YouTube, in YouTube land, if you are with us, you know, if you are a newbie, just let us know. We just started broadcasting on here just a few weeks ago, and so we're really excited about being here. So thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for sharing. Thank you so much. And again, the same thing over here in YouTube. Go ahead and share this to your friends. All right. Awesome. You joined. Listen, I'm so glad you did. Thank you so much, Majestic. Good to see you. Good to see you off in here. So I believe that every part of us that is connected to that divine purpose, it has a blueprint. And when you follow the blueprint, life becomes much easier. But first, I need you to recognize that there's a blueprint specifically laid out for your life. And so I believe that the universal architect, the grand architect of us all, created blueprints for each and every one of us uniquely. Does that make sense? Does that resonate? Does that make sense to you? And before we go any further, I need to put this down there, especially for my newbies. I want to make sure that you understand that we live, excellent, thank you, that we live in an energetic universe. And because we live in this energetic universe has a language. And that language is vibrational. And you say, well, AD, where does that frequency come from? It comes in part from us. It comes from within. It comes from our subconscious mind. It comes from the thoughts we have, the words we speak, the actions we take, and the emotions that we experience. I'm going to say it again. It comes from the thoughts we have, the words we speak, the actions we take, and the emotions that we experience. They are projected out into the quantum field. The quantum field then receives them and it reflects them back to us as reality, right? And so as it does that, what that simply says is that the universal law of correspondence underpins that by simply showing us that as within, so without. As above, so below. As it is in the east, so shall it be in the west. So everything that we experience as reality is a mere reflection of what is going on internally inside of us. If that makes sense, put yes in the chat. And if it doesn't, let us know so that we can make sure that you are straight so we can continue to do what we do. All right? Brandon, that's right. This wisdom is not new. This wisdom is not new. Neville Goddard, there's so many luminaries that have brought this wisdom for eons throughout the cosmos, not just here in this third dimensional aspect of reality, but everywhere. Because in order for us to experience life and do so abundantly, you have to know a few things if you're going to navigate this scene. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm here on this rock, is to help people to navigate this life so that they can become the best version of themselves. All right. So everybody understands. Okay, so great. So back to this energetic blueprint. So if the grand architect of us all has a blueprint for each and every one of us. Has a blueprint for each and every one of us. Now, this is not something, now this is something that is not for everybody. This is not for everybody. This conversation is not for everyone. Because as I've heard before, many are called, but few are chosen. Many are called, but few are chosen. Consciousness is a wonderful mystery and a journey altogether. Oh, absolutely, Devin. It is a wonderful mystery. But there's some things and some, as long as we stay within that. No, I'm not gonna say that. As long as we stay within. That don't even sound right. When we take advantage of the universal laws, quantum mechanics, the things that have been laid down before us, we can use those things to get a better understanding of where we fit within the construct of this universe and how we influence and create a life that is in alignment with what we have seen for ourselves. So, does more emotion help fuel manifestation quicker? Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Great question, Brandon. Absolutely, because what do we say emotion is? What do we say emotion is in here, class? Come on, break it down. It is for everyone. Some of us are just ready and some are just not. That's why many are called, but few are chosen. That's right. There you go. Thank you, Fine Wine. Thank you, Fine Wine. Thank you, Trinity. Thank you, Mimi. Y'all already know emotion is energy in motion. Thank you, Janae. Energy in motion. So absolutely. So back to what we said when we were talking about how we project this energy out into the quantum field. And as we project this energy out into the quantum field, this vibration, this frequency that is systemic of the thoughts we have, the words we speak, the actions we take, and the emotions that we experience, we project that out into the quantum field then receives it and then reflects it back to us as reality. What does that mean? Where your focus goes, energy flows. Where your focus goes, energy flows, and where your energy flows, manifestation soon follows. So without the emotional aspect of it, it's very, very difficult to manifest because, and it'll take a very, very, very long time. So it's like when you add emotion to this thing, and that's why, you know, I disdain the idea that this matrix asks women, which is one of their superpowers, is their emotions. They ask women to, you know, quiet it down or to keep that lips, you know, don't be so emotional. Yes, be emotional. Set this world on fire. Do this thing. Make that thing happen. Make the manifestation happen. All right? So, so here we go. So the blueprint, this blueprint that I've been talking about, that the divine architect has created, every person carries an inner design. Every person carries an inner design. And that inner design, that it shapes their deepest desires, talents, and direction. It literally, purpose. It literally helps to shape that. Because when you came here, you said, hey, I'm going to come here and I'm going to be impactful in this level. I'm going to be an artist. I'm going to be a dancer. I am going to be a healer. I'm going to be a teacher. You have all of these different aspects of yourself. These things that you say you wish to experience. And because you wish to experience them, and you came here to do those things, you have a blueprint that is designed to help you do that. And so that blueprint, attached to that blueprint, is an interior design, an internal design that literally shapes your deepest desires, talents, and direction. It also happens to be a part of your tribe, too. A tribe, all right? Success becomes much smoother when choices match the energy and purpose written into the blueprint. So when you're in alignment, you're going to hear me use the word alignment all of the time. Alignment is key. Alignment is absolutely vital. So when you understand that success literally becomes easier and smoother when you begin to walk in alignment, when the thoughts you have, the words you speak, the actions you take, the emotions you experience, and the thoughts that you have, when they're all in alignment, those four things, we call those the protocols of alignment. When they're all in alignment, manifestation is easier. All right? And so listen, what I'm doing right now is I'm just doing the recap, just catching everybody up. Yes, then you become magnetic. You become magnetic. The more magnetic you are, especially if you are in alignment, because your energetic blueprint, the layout, your blueprint is designed, like for me, my energetic blueprint is designed to empower people. My energetic blueprint is designed to be a teacher and a healer. So when I operate inside of that, now I want everybody to get this. The abundance that you're looking for is looking for you. The problem with many of us is that we're operating outside of our blueprint. The abundance that's looking for us is directly tied to the blueprint that we came here to this third dimensional reality. And that is connected to also what I believe is our divine purpose for being here, whatever that is. And you can decide what that is. You decided what that was for yourself. And again, not, not everybody is chosen. A bunch of people are called, but few are chosen. Let me see, prove it, put on some music and show us what up. Look like somebody, there it is. I try to warn y'all, listen, listen, let me be nice. How do you find your purpose when you are blessed with too many talents? Brandon, that is many of us. That is many of us. There's so many of us. Listen, yes, I can dance, I can paint, I can draw, I can sing, I can write music. I can teach. Listen, I understand. So what winds up happening, Brandon, is you have to, one, ask yourself which one gives you so much joy. That's the first one. That's a wonderful question. In fact, I want to sit there for a second because a lot of people are still looking for what their passionate purpose is, especially when you have a bunch of talents. Because I always say that your passionate purpose is attached to what you're passionate about, what excites you, what lights you up. And as you are, as your soul gets lit up, you find yourself in a space where it just feels right. Okay. So for us, if you will, when you're trying to discover what it is, when you have so many talents, first you have to decide which one gives you the most bliss. The second thing that you have to do is that you have to ask yourself, which one of these talents that I have, how can it impact the people? How can it greatly impact people around me? Because one thing that I've learned is that our purpose is, yes, we're gifted and we have skills, but our purpose is more than just about us. Our purpose is about other people and how we can affect change in their lives, how they can become the better version of themselves. So Brandon, as you begin to navigate, to serve, as you begin to navigate that purpose for you, and if you are a dancer, if you're a singer, if you're a songwriter, whatever it is, how does that impact the people? How does that impact the collective? Okay, so those things. Oh, Sabina, good to see you in here. Where you been? Namaste to you too. So it is absolutely vital and key that you understand that, and you kind of do the inner work, and you get there. All right. So I hope that illuminated the question and just kind of supported what it was that you said. All right. It's what we have been, it's what we leave behind for others long after we're gone. Yeah, that's a good one. Thank you, I am. Good to see you. Yee! Good to see you in here. I know what I want to do. But I'm not sure if that would be considered my talent. Not sure what it is. Listen, as long as it feels good, follow your bliss. Follow your bliss. I come knocking on the front door. That's my gift. There it is. All right, good. No, this is good. All right, so let's keep going. So again, every person carries an inner design, that blueprint that shapes their deepest desires, talents, and direction. And so the subconscious mind, as the architect of reality, the subconscious mind, it builds patterns long before the conscious mind actually understands them. Quantum mechanics in this thing, every thought, every emotion, every energetic signal sends out a frequency that shapes reality. We talked about that. We laid that as a foundation. And so the confidence that you had as you're walking within the construct of that blueprint that you have, it literally is going to create opportunities that are in alignment with it. It's going to show up as synchronicities that show up with it all of the time. That is a part of the process. That is a part of the process. So again, every thought, emotion, energetic signal, you are literally 24/7, 24/7, 365 days a year. You are broadcasting a signal. Does everybody understand that? Is there, and if you're a part, and here's the thing, Brandon, if you are a part of the Oasis, all you have to do is to go into the Oasis, and we have the replays of it. We put the replays of our live inside of there, so you can go back and you can look at it as many times as you want to take those things. But like my notes are like really really sketchy, and they're in my brain, and they're written in the vernacular for me. All right, so here we go. Coherence, and this is a big one. Coherence creates momentum. Coherence creates momentum. While mixed internal signals create stagnation and confusion, because we're talking about the success that you wish to have. And so as that success that you're looking to have in life, the manifestation that you're trying to do, coherence comes into play in a major way. So like heart brain coherence, creating that safe space in your energetic field so that you can begin to attract much easier. Come on. So that coherence creates momentum, while mixed internal signals create stagnation and confusion. Wanting abundance will keep you in a space of wanting. So listen, and let me lay this down here. Hey, Lachelle, good to see you in here. Let me lay this down. Thank you, Coach. Thank you for that daily harmony. Good to see you in here. Let me put this down. Remember this: the universe does not give us what we want. It doesn't. The universe doesn't give us what we ask for. The universe gives to us based upon how we see ourselves. It gives to us based upon how we see ourselves, our identity. It creates those standards and those boundaries that are in alignment. And see, here's the beautiful thing. When you have the right self-image, when you have the right identity, identity that's aligned with your energetic blueprint. And this is where it's so important. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you. If you know, you know. That's why it's so important for people to understand that you have to follow your own path. See, part of the problem in this time, the greatest thief is comparison. We continue to compare ourselves with other people. We compare our lives to other people's lives. We compare all of these things, and that is a very debilitating thing. And why is it debilitating? Because you weren't built for that thing. Yes, it may be attractive that, like I could sit there and I could look at my son. I could look at, some basketball players. They 6 foot and change, and I can see that they're super tall and that they're athletic, and I could see that they're making millions and millions of dollars. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be a basketball player. Many of us, we look outside of ourselves and we see other people, and we see other people's success, and we say we can do that too. And so instead of following what is inside of us, instead of following our internal design, our blueprint, we start following somebody else's. We have to work with what we got, and yes, we have to work with what we have, but at the same token, comparison is the greatest thief of joy. Comparison is the greatest thief of all kinds of things. And it will rob you first and foremost of the abundance that you would naturally attract into your life. Now, it is very easy for us to look around and see what somebody else is doing. But my son is 6'4". He's 6'4". So him playing basketball, it makes sense. That's right. That's right, Majestic. Your path is your path. Your path is your path. Imitation is the cheapest form of flattery. I like that one. So true. I've done this and realized it wasn't for me. And all of us have. Let's just be honest. All of us have seen something. Let's be honest. If y'all will tell the truth and shame the devil, most of us have looked at somebody's life or seen something somewhere and was like, ooh, I can do that. That and we making money. You know what? Shoot, I'm gonna do that myself. And you try to do it, and you might have some small level of success, but it just doesn't fit. It doesn't. You can't do it with your eyes closed. Like this right here, I can do with my eyes closed. Hypnosis, I can do with my eyes closed. Helping people, healing folks, I can do with my eyes closed. I don't have to think about it. It is who I am. I don't listen. All I need is some points, some talking points. I can put my talking points down and I can roll. I don't have to hem. I don't have to haw. I don't have, it's just easy. It's just natural for me. It's because I am within my element. But the problem with many of us is that we see the beauty of somebody else's success and we start to try to mirror that. And as we try to mirror that, literally, it is just like I love to use the analogy of one day, what would happen to us if our heart just up and decided it was going to become a kidney, just for a day, maybe even for an hour, just an hour. It just up and decided that would it just wanted to be something different. It was tired of being it. It was tired of being a heart. And it looked over there and it saw the kidneys and it saw the kidneys was simple. Oh, thank you, fine wine, because y'all do that. I start teaching better. I'm starting to, I'm bored because I'm doing the same thing over and over again, and it's just not working. But the energetic blueprint for the heart is the heart. It is designed, it's set up, the way it's set up and the way it's designed, it is supposed to fit right here. And when it fits right here in its spot, it is doing everything that it needs to do. And not only is it supported, but the body is supported at the same time. But the moment your heart decides it wants to up and become a kidney for the day, thank you, Mimi, thank you, thank you, thank you. The moment it up and decides it wants to be a kidney for the day, guess what? You in trouble. You in trouble, I'm in trouble. Thank you, Yi. Thank y'all for those daily heartbeats. Listen, we are in trouble because a good 5 minutes in, we are probably gone to the other side. Just because our kidney gave room and allowed the heart to sit in its spot just for a few moments. And the kidney said, well, let's swap and let's switch and let's do. So in the body of humanity, if you will, each and every one of us, there is a beautiful purpose that we have. I truly believe that. And some people, they may come here and they may not have a purpose like yours. But the people that are on this live, you have a purpose of impacting the lives of people in some meaningful way, whatever that is. And so because that is your calling, you have to realize that you are set up to be a heart. The moment you begin to operate in your position, everything, all of the arteries, all of the veins, all of the muscles, everything that you need is there to support you. Come on. Everything is there to support you as you are functioning in your role. Y'all get me? Follow y'all. Come on where I'm going. The moment you step outside of it, the right connections aren't there. The right connections aren't there. And so then you want to worry. Thank you so much. If you know, you know. Then you want to know why you're struggling. Then you want to know why stuff ain't working out the way it's supposed to be. Constantly figuring stuff out about me is the beauty of my life. And that is perfectly fine. But at some point in time, so meaning you're going to have to stand strong and stand 10 toes down on a decision. And even if that decision is for a season, but you have to make a decision, because when you do not make a decision, then life will just life and it will flow. And guess what? You will be like a boat on the ocean without a rudder. And that's okay. If that's what you want, do that. If that's what you're experiencing, and there may be a few people on here that's what they feel like. If you feel like that's your life, then so be it. Use that, roll with it. Just enjoy life and allow life to take you where life wants to go. However, there are those of us who have decided that they came here for a particular thing. And as you come here for that particular thing, thank you so much. If you know, you know. Thank you. If you come here and you know exactly what that thing is and you begin to walk in it, you can feel the shift and the change. Whoo! I don't know if I'm getting hot in here or is that the doggone heat. I don't know which one it is. I don't know which it is. I feel like a boat lost at sea sometimes. No, Brandon, that is a normal thing for a lot of people. I wouldn't have a job. I would not have a job if that was the case. Oh, it's me, y'all. It's me. Okay, that's fine. It's me. No, it's hot up in here. I really need to go and I need to turn down this heat. I don't know what's going on outside, but it's hot. But thank y'all for the love. So here it is. Come on now. Come on. Here we go. But when you have the nerve to question like, well, why am I broke? Why is money not flowing to me? Why like it should be or it could be? I'm just not understanding it. Part of the reason is that you're not in the space that you're designed to be. And when you're not in the space that you're designed to be, thank you, Jasmine. Thank you, Jasmine. If you're not in the space that is in alignment with your energetic blueprint, you find yourself in a tough season. If we have any newbies in the building, let us know that you're a newbie. If we have any newbies in the building, let us know that you're a newbie so that we can love on you simply by saying newbie in the chat. Just put newbie in the chat. Let us know so we can love on you and welcome in good people. Brandon is a newbie. So yeah, y'all love on Brandon. Y'all love on Brandon some. Any other newbies in here? Any other newbies? Welcome in, y'all. Danielle, all right. Is that Danielle or Daniel? I think it's Danielle. Welcome in. Y'all love on them. Y'all love on them, please. Welcome in. So glad to have y'all with us. Thank y'all for loving. I love my people. Y'all are so amazing. I love the fact that y'all love on folks. This is amazing. Yes, Danielle. Okay, excellent. Thank you. So we're almost done with our wrap up for today. So these universal laws, they're universal laws that shape what we've been talking about, that underpin everything that we've been saying. Success accelerates when actions align with universal laws rather than working against them. Universal laws are here to help us navigate this third dimensional experience and to give a little understanding, to give us some framework, if you will. These laws are not like laws that say, oh, if you better do this or you better do that. No. These laws are in place to help you to understand and for you to use as tools in order for you to navigate this third dimensional experience. All right. So success accelerates when we align with these universal laws. And so like a few of them, like the universal law of assumption, where you begin to assume a particular role because the universe does not give us what we want. It gives to us who we see ourselves as. The blueprint that we have been talking about all day, this universal blueprint has an identity. That makes sense, right? It has an identity. It has an identity. And as it has that identity, identities create standards and boundaries. So you have a standard and boundary for your life. That makes sense. You have a standard, you have a boundary. A set of standards, you have a set of boundaries that are in alignment with how you see yourself. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here, Brandon. And so with that being the case, when you want to experience something new, you have to embody a new persona. I'm going to say that again. If you want to experience something new, you have to embody a different persona. Old keys don't open new doors, and your identity is paramount. Your identity is key, and it is key because the universe does not give us what we ask for. You can sit up here and beg until your face caves in. You can beg and beg and beg and plead. But the universe does not give to us what we're begging for, what we ask for. You have to embody it. And how you embody that version of yourself is simply by shifting your identity, shifting how you see yourself, because the universe gives to us based upon how we see ourselves. What does it mean when let Brandon, that's good. You need to look up those angel numbers. And I went through that season, Brandon, when I was much younger. I would see 1111 everywhere. But it's an activation. I'm going to tell you right now, Brandon, 1111 is an activation code. It's an activation code to because we live in an energetic universe, and this energetic universe, the language is frequency. And what is about frequency? What are you measuring? It's waves. Waves show up in a binary type way, ones and zeros. And so those ones, those pairs of ones, it is an activation code. And then you can go down a little bit down the rabbit hole so you can understand that activation code a little bit better. But it is a calling for you to wake up. And if you see, and how many, what, like, and that's a good question, real quick. And notice as an aside, anybody else see any sequential numbers like 444, 222, 111? Anybody see those, or 131? Anybody see numbers over and over again? Because the universe speaks in vibration. The visual representation of that are numbers. Those numbers and frequencies. That's why it's so y'all see these same numbers over and over again. You see 444. That's all. Oh, that's a good one, Devin. I see 444 all of the time too. I see 444, 555, and 131. I don't see 1111 as much as I used to when I was younger. When in my younger days, I would see it. But yeah, 444 is one. And 123, excellent, Jasmine. So yes. And so listen, this is the right room. This is the right room because people are seeing what we call, angel numbers. And each one of these numbers has a frequency. Each one of those numbers has a frequency, and each one of those frequencies has an understanding. So spend some time either with your chat GPT, or you can get some books, or you can Google it. It's really, there's a whole, we're in 2025. So there's a lot of information out there as to what each one of these angel codes or these numbers represent. But that definitely the 1111 is an activation code. It is a wake up, wake up, wake up. It's they're trying to get your attention. And so when you see those numbers repeatedly over and over again, it is source trying to get your attention to say, hey, pay attention, pay attention. Hey, you're in the right place. But you need to pay attention to this. You need to pay attention to that. Be mindful of your relationships. Be mindful of your choices. Hey. Pay attention. Pay attention. So that's that's how the universe, because the universe doesn't. The language of the universe is not necessarily words. It's not. It's frequency. It is emotion. It is a feeling. And so sometimes when it needs to speak to us more concretely, we get those energetic numbers. All right? Excellent. So the universal law of least effort, the universal law of cause and effect, all of these universal laws come into play. And when we are starting to move in the direction of fulfilling our purpose. And the abundance that you're looking for is looking for you. Oh, no, you didn't derail my train of thought, Brandon. That's why I have my notes, so I can go back to it. You see what I just did? I answered your question, went right back to my notes, because that's what I do. All right, so this alignment, the alignment that you're going to have with all of this stuff, between your angel numbers, between the thoughts that you have, the words you speak, the actions you take, the emotions that you experience, all predicated by the blueprint that you came here, the energetic blueprint that you have. And so when you begin to operate in alignment with these things, that alignment creates ease. It is the law of least effort. That alignment creates ease. If there's anything that I want you to walk away with from this experience right now, if there's one thing that you are going to walk away with, I need you to understand alignment is everything. And thank y'all for the repo. Thank you, Glam. Thank you, Glam. I need you to recognize that when you are in alignment with your energetic blueprint, when you are in alignment, life flows easily and effortlessly. The law of least effort then comes in and supports everything. Thank you, Lori. I'm glad that you're in here. It supports everything that you do. You are in alignment. You are in alignment. The more in alignment you are, the easier life gets. Does that make sense, everybody? When you are struggling, when you're having moments of really tough seasons, to a great degree, the reason why it is because you're operating out of a place of alignment. How do you know when you are enlivened? You can feel it. Oh, yes, Lori. You can feel it. Oh, like right now. I love this right here. I can sit here and I can share all freaking day. If money was not a variable in the equation, yes, it's organic. Yes, Mimi, it's organic. Danielle, that's powerful to express your appreciation when you notice the flow of alignment. Yeah. Because gratitude. What do we say gratitude is in here? Gratitude is the great summoner for whatever it is that you're grateful for. You're going to attract an abundance of it into your life. That's right. Abundance is the great. I mean, gratitude is the great summoner. You literally will attract, you become a magnetic force when you operate from a place of gratitude. So, this alignment that we're talking about, it does create balance, Jasmine, because you can't be aligned and out of balance. Because that's not even a part of the equation. In fact, Jasmine, balance is an automatic experience when you're walking in alignment. See, alignment is balance. They are one in the same. That's your jam, gratitude? Yes, mine too. So again, alignment creates ease, while force creates resistance and burnout. See, when you're not aligned, when you're not in alignment with your divine blueprint, that means that you're not in the right place, just like with the heart. The heart is not in the right place, so it's not in alignment. So when it's over here, it's out of alignment. There's no ease. There's discomfort. There's confusion. There's disconnection. There's lack. There's want. There's sickness. There's disease. There's illness. Are y'all feeling me on that? When you are out of alignment, you can it's very difficult to attract abundance into your life. It's in fact, when you're out of alignment, you don't have peace. When you're out of alignment, you're walking in a season where you just are off kilter. And when you're out of alignment, you don't feel safe. And when you don't feel safe, your nervous system is on 10 and you're always stressed out. And you're wondering why you're always stressed out. You're wondering why you're always worrying. You're wondering why you're always sick. You're wondering why your immune system is constantly off kilter. That is because you're out of alignment. Your out of alignment is caused by, in part, that creates this cyclical thing. Out of alignment creates this thing in your nervous system where you begin to be stressed. Yes, there you go. You're right, Pui. You attract negative energy. You are negative energy. You are confusion. You are confusion. You are confusion. Because you are not in alignment. You are a heart. That heart is supposed to be sitting right there. You're out of alignment. You're over here trying to be a kidney. You are in distress, and that distress causes dis-ease. And that dis-ease, and you know, we always talk about that. That's right. That's right, Janet. Where this is, yeah, we cooking today. We cooking today, Janae. That's right. This is where your cortisol spikes. That cortisol spikes and you begin to deal with all types of maladies, cardiovascular issues, inflammation, all kinds of stuff. So as above, so below. So when you're off, when your nervous system is off, your physical body is off. when you're out of alignment with your divine passionate purpose and you're not following your energetic blueprint, when you're not following your energetic blueprint, your body pays the price because of stress. Your wallet, your bank account doesn't look right because you're out of alignment. The more in alignment you are with your blueprint, your energetic blueprint, doing the thing that you said you wanted to do long after the mood you set it in is gone, it puts you in a state where you become a magnet for the thing that you wish to experience. Does that make sense, everybody? If that makes sense, put yes in the chat. That makes sense. Put yes in the chat. And also, if this is your first time and if we haven't already acknowledged you, let us know. And we just want to put thank you. Let us put newbie in the chat if we have not already acknowledged you so that we can love on you. We're at the top of the hour, and I wanna invite you that if you want to work with me, thank you, Antoine. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate all of y'all. Because Allie, y'all love on Allie. Welcome in. Allie is a newbie. Y'all love on Allie. If this is your first time, literally just put newbie in the chat so that we can love on you. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Alondria. Is that Alondra? Good. No. I don't want to mess that up. If you can spell that phonetically for me, because unless we can just say, I don't want to be disrespectful and just say Allie too, because we have some other Allies in here. But welcome. So glad to have you in here. Steph, so glad to have you in here. Thank you for being in here. Listen, I'm going to tell you, if this is it Alejandra? Because I have a friend of mine named Alejandro. And so is it Alejandra? Yeah, so Alejandra. All right, good. Gotcha. All right. So welcome in. So I'm so glad to have y'all with it. Listen, if this is your vibe, this might be your tribe. And so I'm going to invite you if you want to become a part of the Oasis. So there are 3 ways to engage us. Thank you so much. Thank you. There are 3 ways to engage. One is to come here every single day. And we're here from Monday through Friday from 12 to 2. And we're here to impact and empower and all of that good stuff. So make sure you come and hang out with us here. But again, if this is your vibe, this might be your tribe, I'm going to invite you to join and connect with us on Discord. So all you have to do is to have the Discord app on your device. And we have a channel on Discord called The Oasis. And in The Oasis, it's empowering. We have all kinds of guided meditations. We have all kinds of things that are designed. Yes, we're Eastern. Yes, Eastern Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have all kind of guided meditation. Oh no, you're fine. We love you, Amy. We'll see you later. I know you got stuff to do. You got those appointments, so no, you're good to go. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you, Amy. Much love, y'all. Y'all love on Amy as she gets up out of here. So connecting in the Oasis. Inside of the Oasis, we have all kinds of guided meditations. We have pre-recorded hypnosis tracks. We have all kinds of things that are designed for you to be the best version of yourself. We are in there on Monday mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. In the Oasis, we have a Monday morning meditation. And so that meditation is a way that we kick the week off and we just feel good off in that thing. Yes. And so I'm glad to have y'all in there. I'm welcoming you to become a part of the Oasis. It's so easy to connect with the Oasis. All you have to do is to become a super fan. If you're not able to become a super fan by doing that, you can also just say, hey, AD, can somebody sponsor us to get into the Oasis? And so all you have to do is either on TikTok, message either Fine Wine or Mimi or myself, and we'll get you into the Oasis. Over here on YouTube, all you have to do is message Janae, and Janae will make sure that you get into the Oasis, all right? The highest level is the Oasis Mind Spa, and that's where if you want to work with me one-on-one, here's how you do it. Mimi, do you all see that little thing? It's a little orange, what y'all say, it's an orange arrow or something like that? Do y'all see it? What is it again? I'm sorry. It's let me see here. Okay, I'm going to pin that contact form right there. If you want to work with me, there it is. That's so cool. It's going to be up there for a few seconds. If you want to work with me one-on-one, all you have to do is to click on this form right here, and you can fill out that form. Right here on TikTok, just put your information in there. And then once you finish putting that basic information in, you'll be prompted to to answer your intake questionnaire. After you answer that intake questionnaire, then you can schedule a one-on-one. So excellent. That is a great way to do it. That's a great, if you again, so if you want to work with me one-on-one, you can do so. All right, pull out your calendars. Pull out your calendars for this month. Pull out your calendars. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go. Get ready, mods. Let's go. All right. And so again, if you want to work with me, all you have to do is click on that little piece. Now, here's a piece. December, and because of the holidays, this is an awkward day. But December, let me make sure. I think it's December the 23rd. December the 23rd. Let me make sure I'm looking up here. Looking up. There we go. And close this out. Don't go anywhere because we still got a lot more teaching and going to do. So yes, it is December the 23rd. It's a Tuesday. Normally we do it on a Wednesday, but it's December the 23rd at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all get it? That's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Get ready. I want to invite you. Listen, I am hosting a virtual hypnosis experience. That is December the 23rd. That's Tuesday, December the 23rd at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you need to do a registration because it's on Zoom. And so if you want to be a part of the virtual hypnosis experience, and this month's theme is healing the inner child for the best version of you. It is healing the inner child. We just did a whole talk earlier in the week about the power of healing that inner child. And we have to do it. It's so paramount. And so as we're going into the new calendar year, it's important that we do that. And so if you want to do that part, I want to welcome you guys to be a part of this virtual hypnosis experience. Again, that is December the 23rd, Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you do have to do the registration. Now, normally the registration, here it is, normally the registration to be a part of the virtual hypnosis experience is $95. But because you have been here with me all day long, I am going to give it away for $49. That's right. Thank you, Mimi. All you have to do when you do the registration, all you do as you go to the link tree and you do the registration, that registration for the virtual hypnosis experience is $49. You can do it today. All you have to do is put OMS 49 in the discount code section. Again, that's OMS 49 in the discount code section. And you get it for $49. It's just that simple. So I hope to see you all there. Now, again, if any part, here's a piece. That's right. Follow Mimi's pin. It is OMS. And listen, I don't always offer the I don't always offer the discount code, but make sure that you take advantage of it right now so that you'll be with us on the 23rd. All right. Now, if any part of this, listen, let me see all of the people that this message resonated with. If this message resonated with you, go ahead and put, say it's me. It is me, but it's me, it is me, it is me. And if that's you, I am going to share this with you. Earlier this year, excellent. Thank you. I'm so glad to hear that. If this message resonated with you, I want to invite you to grab your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code. I've just put down here, you see right here, there's a banner. Y'all should see a banner, right? There's a banner that says Cracking the Abundance Code right here. I authored this book in the spring of this year, and I released it in April. And this book is designed to be super impactful. This book is designed to take your life to where it is that you want to go. See, abundance, I'm going to just call it spade a spade. Abundance is your natural state. It is. Abundance is your natural state. It's my natural state. And many of you are doing the work already. You're doing your manifestation journal. Who has manifestation journal? Who has one? Come on. Yeah. You got your manifestation journal. You light your candles. you have your vision board. You're doing all of those things, but sometimes it's just not manifesting as fast as you'd like. What the problem is, for the most part, I'm just going to go ahead and be honest. Janae says she's writing in hers now. For the most part, what's happening, because we live in this energetic universe, you are a vibrational mismatch. And what's causing the vibrational mismatch is that you have some things that are holding you hostage. You have some blockage. You literally have blockage, but you don't know what the blockage is. And so I wrote Cracking the Abundance Code to first help you to realize what that blockage is. So the very first chapter in the book is on what? Limiting beliefs. So grab your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code. You need to grab it right now, because I get sold out every single month. And this is not going to be this month is not going to be any different. I can tell you right now, because I'm looking at the trends. So go ahead and grab your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code right here. The very first chapter is on limiting beliefs. That's right. And so in here, we talk about what type of limiting beliefs. And many times the limiting beliefs are systemic of the financial trauma that you either experienced personally or that you witnessed as a child. And so it's super, super important that you begin to understand what those limiting beliefs are. And so we spend a great deal of time in Cracking the Abundance Code, understanding what those limiting beliefs are, recognizing the ones that you have, and then beginning to remove them. Because if you're not removing the blocks, it don't make sense. This is an entire system. Cracking the Abundance Code is the tip of the iceberg. So go ahead and grab your copy of it right now. The second chapter in here is literally about you quantum leaping. Here it is. Come on, wait, yeah, there we go. It is literally about you quantum leaping into your wealthy identity. I wish I could see user 2984. Congratulations. Listen, let's congratulate them for grabbing their copy of Cracking the Abundance Code. Let's celebrate the fact that they grabbed theirs. So awesome. And when you grab your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code, I'm going to sign them. I'm going to personalize them. I'm going to put your name in the book. I'm going to put a special note in there, and I'm going to put a little gift in there. I'm going to put a gift in there for you, and we're going to ship it out today. So again, thank y'all. Listen, we celebrating you on that. So glad you grabbed your copy. And listen, if you have not grabbed your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code, this is something that you definitely want to do. It is designed to help you to get out of your own way so you can be the best version of yourself. And then the third chapter in the book literally is on manifestation. It is on trusting the process, celebrating your shift to manifestation, because it makes no sense to be doing all of this work and we don't do any manifestation. It makes zero sense. So this book is going to help you to do that. And so again, if any part of what we've been talking about here in Cracking the Abundance Code, if this talk resonates with you, this is the foundation of it. All right, this is the foundation. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Where my meditators are, where are my people that do meditation? Come on, come on, come on. Where my people? I'm gonna go ahead and unpin this, but it's gonna stay here, and we're right here in the TikTok shop. Where my meditators are, where my people, where are my people that meditate all of the time? If you do meditation, I created a series of candles, and I'm excited to share them with you. It's called a Triple Bliss meditation candle set. Meditation is key. Meditation saved my life. And so as a part of your meditation practice, many of us burn candles. And so during that time when we burn those candles, these candles they bring a certain vibration, they bring energy, and that energy is then projected out into the quantum field. And see, let me help you with this. These meditation candles, let me talk about the very first one. And then we're going to keep going with our topic, so don't go anywhere. Let's go. This very first one is one of my favorites. And it is a tool. And I'm going to say this. Let me take my glasses off so y'all can understand this. This is a tool. This is not the candle that you use. You just light it and it's just pretty. It smells good. No. This is a manifestation / meditation candle. This candle all of our candles are handmade. They are 100% soy with 100% cotton wick. So it's good for you. Then each one of these candles is infused with essential oils. So the essential oils in here are in alignment with wealth and abundance and prosperity. So the abundance candle, it has bergamot, and it also has lemongrass. It is too powerful, and it also has lodestone oil. Lodestone oil, if you know anything about it, y'all can Google it. You can search what it is. Lodestone oil helps you to draw and attract because it's magnetic. Lodestones are magnetic. Lodestones are magnetic. Abundance. This is to help draw abundance into your space vibrationally. So if you don't have your, listen, if you trust me, this is one of my favorite candles, and it smells good at the same time. So if you like bergamot, you like lemongrass. Lemongrass smells absolutely amazing. So I burn this candle when I do my meditation. And when we do the meditation on Mondays in the Oasis, we have it right there. The second one, the second one is my favorite. This is my absolute smell good favorite. Is the Heal candle. The Heal candle has a vibrational frequency that's very, very high because it is roll. It is rose, and this roll right up in here. This rose, you see these bad boys already in there, and it's rose essential oil. It's exceedingly powerful, and you use this again during your meditation time. And then the last one is happy. You can't be miserable and attract wealth and abundance. You can't be miserable. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't work. So if you have not grabbed your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code, or if you have not grabbed your triple bliss meditation set, you need to grab those bad boys there. All right. Any questions? Any questions on our triple bliss set? Any questions on our triple bliss set or Cracking the Abundance Code? Because if not, we getting ready to grab. This is awesome. This is awesome. And so let's celebrate 29 with 29 user 2984 for grabbing their set, their triple bliss set. So this is awesome. We celebrate too for grabbing those. Any questions? Any questions? Anybody? Yeah. Oh yeah. No, you're most welcome. And I'm just gonna tell y'all too. By the end of the week, probably we're gonna test some things out. The shirts will be ready. So the actual shirts are here. We just not put them in the TikTok shop yet. We have not put the shops in the TikTok. So listen, if you know, you know, you've been using your candles. You've been using your candles. Yes, they are amazing. And when I tell you they work, I'm trying to tell you they work. So grab your joint, grab your job, and we're good to go. Any other questions before we unpin this so we can keep going with our topic for the day? All right, now, because we're grinding. Excellent. Thank y'all so much. I'm going to unpin this, but they're going to stay in the TikTok shop. And you can do this. Awesome. Let's do this. Let's do that. Remove this. Because we're not going to just keep talking about the same thing over and over again. We're not doing that. Bam. I used the healing one when I was sick. Oh, okay. All right, good, Mimi. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you know, you know. She says absolutely very supportive and powerful. Thank you. They really are. They are some amazing candles, and these are not candles that we just got like we bought somewhere. No, we actually make them in house. All right, they are made in house. So excellent. So they fuse with some really really good energy. If y'all are ready for part 5, put 5 in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. If you're ready for part 5, put 5 in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. And listen, we are at 73K. This is good. We're at 73. We're at 73K. Let's go ahead and tap away. Looks like we will be reaching our 100K goal. And we probably going to up that goal someday soon, but we're moving in the right direction. So here we go. Part 5, emotional intelligence as a spiritual tool. Now think about that. As a spiritual tool for success, emotional intelligence. Now, why is that important? Emotional intelligence, as it pertains to using it as a spiritual tool, is powerful because what do we say is emotion? Emotion is what? Energy and motion. And when we understand where your focus goes, energy flows. Where energy flows, manifestation soon follows. When we understand all of these things, we understand that our emotional state is absolutely paramount. So here we go. Emotions act as instructions that the subconscious mind immediately accepts and begins to follow. I'm going to say that again. Emotion acts as instructions that the subconscious mind immediately accepts. So if you are stressed, if you are worried, your mind, your subconscious mind is immediately going to accept it as truth, as reality, as a part of its construct because it is energy that is in motion. So it's really, really key that you have a strong level of emotional intelligence. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, put yes in the chat. If that makes sense, put yes in the chat. If that makes sense, put yes in the chat. Emotions act as instructions that the subconscious mind immediately accepts and begins to follow them. All right? Excellent. Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Fear, reinforcing scarcity. That's what it does. When you're in a state of, oh, I'm worried, I'm so scared, I'm going to lose this, I'm so scared I'm going to lose my house, I'm so scared I'm going to lose my car, I'm so scared I'm going to lose my relationship, and you get in the emotional state of fear. Fear is of a lower vibrational frequency. The language of the universe is frequency. And so when you are emitting the frequency of fear, what do you think the quantum field is receiving and reflecting back to you? Huh? Come on, answer the question. If you are in a constant state of fear and you're in that emotional state of fear, what is fear sending back to you? More fear, exactly. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you, Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Janae. More fear. It's going to continue, because what did I just say? What did I just say? Emotions act as instructions that the subconscious mind immediately accepts and begins to follow. So the moment you start walking in fear, it reinforces everything that is in vibrational proximity to that fear. So fear has homeboys like doubt. Doubt has homeboys like worry, trepidation, all of those things. So they hang out like one big gang. And so your mind, once you open the door for fear, here comes worry, here comes doubt, here comes all the whole gang, anxiety. That's what we experience it in the physical body as anxiety, stress. And so those anxieties and that stress, those stress hormones begin to kick in. And so our physical body you start to feel a little thing in your throat, your belly, your gut starts to ache a little bit because you're worried. The stress is in your physical body now. So having emotional mastery is absolutely key. So fear reinforces scarcity, while gratitude expands abundance. Gratitude expands abundance. Why does gratitude expand abundance? Gratitude expands abundance because where your focus goes, energy flows, and where energy flows, manifestation soon follows. When you are in a state of gratitude, how can you be in a state of gratitude and be stressed? Do those two go together? That's good. I like that fine wine. Does gratitude, they don't go together. So when you are in a state of gratitude, gratitude is akin to safety. You can't be grateful and stressed at the same time. You can't be grateful and stressed. Pick up you have to pick one or the other because they are two totally different vibrational frequencies. You can't be in a state of being thankful and grateful. I'm so grateful for all of my friends. I'm so grateful for my family. Danielle said, I needed this 2-3 years ago as a guide. I'm so appreciative of your community. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Glad you're in here. But so here's the thing. Here's the thing. Stress and gratitude, they cannot exist in the same moment. Gratitude is light. Stress is darkness. Gratitude is light. Stress is darkness. Or stress is the systemic result of fear. So you can't be grateful and fearful at the same time. Gratitude is of a higher vibrational frequency. Fear is of a lower vibrational frequency. And as you've heard me say 100,000 times, in the presence of light, darkness can never prevail. I'm going to say it again. In the presence of light, darkness can never prevail. I don't care how much darkness you try to bring in this room, as long as I have this light on over my head, it's not going to work. But the moment I turn out my light, the moment I turn out the light, the moment I turn out my light, the room goes dark. So you're not crazy enough to turn out, to allow somebody else to turn off your light, but you can be tricked to turn out your own. Nobody can turn your light out. Nobody can turn your light off. Only you can turn your light off. Only you can dim your light. And see, you can be tricked into it. And see, that's the problem with many of us. As we walk into certain spaces, we dim our lights so that we can maintain the mediocrity of the matrix that we're in, because we want people around us in the tribe to accept us in their darkness. In their state of mediocrity, they're okay with you being mediocre. But the moment you bring your brilliant self into the room, you begin to create problems and situations. You begin to create tension in the room. Thank you, Janet. You begin to create tension in the room. And as you create tension in the room, there's problems, there's problems, there's problems. You have problems. Because your vibrational frequency and their vibrational frequency don't match. So again, gratitude and fear can't live in the same space. And because they can't live in the same space, one has to bend to the other. But light will always outshine the darkness. So when you have emotional intelligence, because where your emotions go, where emotion goes, because emotion is what? Energy and motion. Because where energy goes, manifestation soon follows. Where your focus goes, energy flows. Where energy flows, manifestation soon follows. So your emotional state is absolutely key. When you find yourself in a stressful moment, what you need to do is you need to pull yourself out of it and begin to simply think of the things that you're grateful for right now in this moment. Because the moment you do that, that is you turning on the light in the room of your life. And darkness and light cannot exist in the same space at the same time. All right. Emotional mastery becomes a key component of building the inner architecture of success. It is an absolute paramount variable in the equation. So choosing clarity, choosing calm, choosing empowerment. What do those things do? What does gratitude do? It puts you, but what does it do to your physical body? Do you think it will put you in a state of your nervous system being dysregulated or regulated? When you are in a blissful state, when you are calm, that begins to do what? It begins to regulate your nervous system. And as you feel calm, you feel safe. And you hear me say this every day now. When you are safe, when you feel safe, you can trust. When you can trust, you can allow. You allow things to happen. You allow things. So again, when you feel safe, you can then trust. And as you trust, you then can allow. And then as you allow, you are now open. And as you're open, you can receive. You see, conversely, when you are stressed, you don't feel safe. That's right. That's right. That's right, fine wine. You're right about the oxytocins and the dopamines and the feel-good hormones. That's what happens when you are in a regulated system. But when you're in a dysregulated system and you feel safe and you feel worried and you feel stressed, in that state of dysregulation, you don't feel safe. When you don't feel safe, you don't trust anything. You don't trust yourself. You don't trust the people around you. You don't Trust. And when you don't trust, you don't allow Jack. You don't allow anybody to come in your space because you don't trust them. And because you don't allow, you are closed off. And when you're closed, you can't receive. You see how regulating your nervous system is absolutely key now? Do y'all see that? If you see that, put yes in the chat. Do you see how you have been doing your manifestation an absolute disservice? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Alice. Thank you, Subali. Thank you, Fine Wine. Thank you, If You Know, You Know. Thank you, Alejandra. Thank you, Crosby. See how you do yourself a disservice because you allow stress to run your life. You have to. So when I'm offering y'all meditation candles, you need to grab the meditation candles because you need to get in a state of regulation. You need to regulate your nervous system into a place where you are now allowing the oxytocins to flow through your bloodstream, the dopamines, the serotonins, the feel-good hormones. When you allow those feel-good hormones into your life, into your physical body, epigenetics begins to come into full swing. Epigenetics is when you change the environment, you change the gene. When you change the environment, you change the gene. See, cancers and all of those things, cancers, inflammation in the body, cardiovascular disease, high blood pressure, all of these maladies are systemic in great degree to stress. And that stress hormone called cortisol, adrenaline, those bombard your body with not so good hormones. And so what it does is it changes the physical nature of the body hormonally. And when you are in that state of stress and high levels of cortisol, you can do all of the research for yourself. Epigenetically, you're changing the environment of your physical body and you make it conducive for your genes to perform in a particular way. Your genes are expressed based upon the environment that it is in. The genes don't express themselves just because they're genes. The genes express themselves because of the environment. It's just like a seed. The seed just is not going to sprout out of nowhere. The seed has to be placed in an environment, and then that environment has to be conducive for the seed to grow. So if I take a seed of an apple, I can take that seed and just throw it into some sand. And if I throw it in some sand, is it going to take root? Is it going to sprout? No, because the environment is not conducive for that hot, dry sand. But the moment I take that same seed and I put it in an environment where the soil is moist and rich in nutrients, I've changed the environment. So then the genes inside of the seed, the programming inside of the seed begins to awaken and starts to manifest in a particular way. So follow me. Let me know y'all understand me. If y'all get me, if you with me, let me know that you're with me. So here it is, genetically in your own physical body and in your life, the environment that you are in, is going to either be conducive for your success or it's going to be conducive for your failure. So it is incumbent upon you, it is incumbent upon me to take full responsibility and the credit for having an environment that nurtures us to grow and nurtures us for healing our inner child. An environment. Why do you think I have manifestation candles? Why do you think I have meditation candles? The meditation candles are to help you cultivate an environment that is energetically charged with abundance, that is energetically charged with healing, that is energetically charged with happiness. What you think we just put this up there just for fun? No. So when I put these things out there, it is to cultivate an environment that makes it conducive. That's right. It is about alignment. It's about alignment. It's about creating an environment that is conducive for you to be the best version of you. That's why we come on here and we do this live every single day. That's why we come on here and we share Cracking the Abundance Code, because inside here, this thing right here, we have to begin to change how your subconscious mind operates. We have to change how you see yourself, because how you change, when you change the way you see yourself, you yourself will change. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Trinity. Oh, yeah, listen, I'm cooking with gas today. I'm cooking with gas today. Thank you. And so as you understand this epigenetics is just not, and that's why I love the universal law of correspondence, because you can look at different aspects of one thing and understand the nature of another. So when you look at epigenetics and how it functions and operates inside of the physical body, you can also see how it operates from a quantum perspective. When you change the physical environment of the physical body, you affect the genes in your body. They turn on cancers or they turn them off. They turn on inflammation or they turn it off. They turn on cardiovascular disease or they turn it off. Or if you change the environment of your mind, when you change the environment of your mind, when you change the way you look at things, the things that you look at simply change. That is the nature of the universal law of correspondence. As within, so without, as above, so below. You want to change your world. You want to change your experience. You want to change your reality. Yes, Mimi talking about, you talk about living with autoimmune issues like lupus. That's an autoimmune thing. And so when that dis-ease is a part of your reality, how do you turn those genes off? You can turn them off. I can boldly say that you can turn them off. You can influence them. You can influence them. You can influence them by cultivating an environment where you turn the genes off. You can also cultivate an environment where they thrive. That is the nature of life. That is the nature of life. You have more control over how. How do you turn? You're asking. Give me a full sentence, user 2984, because because I love this right here. And so these blueprints are the seeds. The seeds of your life. So if you look at your life and the manifestation of your life, how do you turn genes off? Okay, how do you turn genes off? Genes turn off and on, or they express themselves in different ways by, and this is scientifically proven. If you want to read deep into it, by your thought process, that's part of it. There are two things that I want you to. You can read Dr. Joe Dispenza's book Supernatural. You can also read Dr. Bruce Lipton's book, The Biology of Belief. These are two physicians, two doctors that have dedicated their life to epigenetics in a meaningful way from a scientific perspective. I have taken epigenetics and I apply it to how I run the Oasis Mind Spa. So when it comes to healing the mind and the body together, you can literally change your life around by changing the environment. Whether you change your physical environment of being around other people that are superstars, by connecting with people like us here in the Oasis, you can change the environment of your mind, where you begin to think different thoughts. You begin to speak different things. You begin to act differently. You begin to feel different emotions. And as you do that, you change your energetic experience, and it is projected out into the quantum field, and that's reflected back to you as reality. In your physical body, genes turn off and on based upon the environment of the physical body. So, for example, if you have high levels of stress, you follow me? If you have high levels of stress, high levels of stress create this hormone released into your bloodstream called cortisol. That cortisol has been linked to inflammation in the body. It has also been linked to cardiovascular disease. It has been, we talk about cancers, how the genes of cancer responds. What makes it conducive? Stress is super huge, super big when it comes to how it influences the physical body. Here, when you want to change the gene and how it expresses itself, let's shift consciousness and begin to release some good feel good hormones into your bloodstream, like oxytocins, dopamines, serotonins. When you begin to release those good feel good hormones into your bloodstream, what is happening? You're changing the environment of the physical body. When you change the environment of the physical body, you change how the gene expresses itself. Just how that seed that was sitting in sand versus sitting in soil. Sitting in as it sits in sand, as it sits in the sand, it's not going to express itself worth a damn. But the moment it gets in the rich soil, it is going to express itself in a beautiful way. It is going to sprout. It is going to take root. It is going to grow. It is going to bear fruit. And so, yes, we're overriding the old programming. Fine wine said, "How can I get herbs from?" Oh, yeah. Fine wine need to. Yeah, listen. And let me put this out there as we're wrapping today up. I am putting together. I have put together a corner in the Oasis for for coaches, for other coaches, and business owners, entrepreneurs. And so I want to invite each and every one of you. I need y'all to say, "Hey, AD, I want to be a part of the entrepreneur and the entrepreneur and coaches corner," because it's impactful. Because see, I'm not a feel good coach. I'm a success coach. And my passion and purpose is there to empower you to be the best version of you. And so if you want to be a coach, if you want to be a better entrepreneur, a better coach, I invite you to join us in the Oasis, and just message me in the Oasis, put up there and say, "Hey, AD, I want to be a part of that, that entrepreneur and coaches corner." Okay. But yeah, fine wine, you need to go on and get life together. And me and you need to talk. We need to talk before the week is out and today is already Thursday. All right. So, man, that was an aside. I'm sorry, y'all. But I just that I wanted to answer those questions, and I wanted to lay heavy on the emotional intelligence piece. If y'all are ready for part 6, put 6 in the chat. I'm also creating a corner in there, and I know this is not for me, and I mentioned this. Janae is going to be a part of it. I mentioned I am creating a corner inside of the Oasis for menopause. Yes, I know it's not I know it's not sexy. I know it's not a sexy conversation, and I know women love to avoid having conversations about menopause. But let me tell you something. Too many women are suffering with the what's going on with menopause. Y'all are not having the conversations, y'all are not talking to each other. That's just not It's just not working. Y'all need to begin to understand what is going on in your own, because all of y'all are having different things going on. Everything from endometriosis, everything from hysterectomies, partial hysterectomies. Well, I have like my daughter just had the whatever the ablation thing just done the other day. So listen, it is a space that y'all need, and the fella's not gonna be in there. The fella's not gonna be in there, but I'm gonna create a space for you all to be able to talk and to share with one another, so that you all can empower each other in that space. Because y'all have questions, y'all need to have conversations, because too many of you are going through pain and sickness and dis-ease because y'all just not talking. Yes, the whole estrogen thing, all of that stuff. So yes, I'm going to create that thing, and this is a perfect space for our herbal folks to get in there and to begin to say, "Hey, these are some of the herbs or things that you need to consider." So this is just dialogue. This is just communication. So I want you all to understand. And then when it comes to hot flashes, how you manage hot flashes. That's not our conversation today, but I'm just letting you know. So these are some things that we're going to be in full-fledged as we go into the calendar year. These things are going to be in place in the Oasis. It's going to be a safe space for you ladies to talk about those kinds of feminine things, and it is super important for you all to do so. And again, for the coaches corner and things, they're going to be in there too. So if you want to be a part of the Oasis and you're not a part of the Oasis right now, there are 2 ways to become, okay? There are 2 ways to become a part of the Oasis. And the Oasis is our channel on Discord. It's our channel on Discord. All right? And so the first way to do it is to click on that good looking picture of that guy right there and to become a super fan. And as you become a super fan, you automatically get put into the Oasis. But if you're having a financial challenge, if you're having technical problems and you cannot get into the Oasis, our channel on Discord, just message either me, message Mimi, or Fine Wine. They's or Janae over here on YouTube. They're our moderators. So I want you to be able to do that. All right? Because we're moving in that direction, because this is not just about, this is not some fan club. This is not just, this is us really having an impact on people's lives at a real meaningful level, okay? Does that make sense? Everybody on board? All right. So emotional mastery becomes key. It becomes a key component of building an inner architecture of success. Choosing clarity, choosing calm, choosing empowerment, and all of these things are absolutely paramount. Rebuilding your identity for a soul-aligned future. All right? A new chapter requires a new identity. And this is how we begin to wrap up for today. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. And a new chapter requires a new identity, one that matches the life the person is calling in. Never ask the universe for a thing, okay? Ask yourself, thank you, Fine Wine. Ask yourself, who is it that I need to become in order to have the thing? It's not about you begging for more money. It's not about you pleading for healing in your life. It's not about screaming to the rooftops about a change that you want to have. No, it is about embodying and becoming the change. It's about embodying it. So the new chapter requires a new identity. The new chapter requires a new identity. Old keys don't open new doors. You have to have a new identity. You have to have a new identity. You have to have a new identity. You have to begin to see yourself in a new way. You have to release old roles. You have to begin embodying leadership. You have to embody things, because we're talking about success, a new identity. Come on, Alice. That's right. A new identity. This is where the rubber meets the road. Because you can talk about stuff all day long, but until you begin to identify and embody the version of yourself that has everything that you've ever wanted, you'll continue to get what you've always gotten. That's what my first mentor used to say: if you do the things that you've always done, you'll always get what you've always gotten. I'm going to say that again. If you continue to do the things you've always done, you will continue to get what you've always gotten. If you want something new, if you want to go through some new doors, if you want to tap into new spaces of abundance, you have to let go of the old models. You have to recognize where your limitations are, where your blockages are, so that you can release them. And part of us is healing that inner child. That's why I invite you all to become a part of our virtual hypnosis experience Tuesday, December the 23rd. Tuesday, December the 23rd. That's 2 days before Christmas. I'm inviting y'all to become a part of that virtual hypnosis experience, because that is about healing the inner child, and you want to become a part of the inner child. You want to do it. You want to do it. You need to do it. You have to heal that version of yourself, because as you continue to sit there and you want something different, you want to do something different, but you keep dragging the same old pain, the same old stories, the same old experiences into your present moment experience, because you're still the same person. You're still that same wounded child making decisions in the present moment. You have to heal the wounded inner child so that you can begin to operate in a different space. So that's why it's so important that as I invite y'all, and all you need to do, again, it's Tuesday, December the 23rd at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I invite you to become a part of it, and all you have to do is to go and where it says virtual hypnosis experience. And when you do that, you do the registration and you can get it. It's normally $95 to be a part of the virtual hypnosis experience. But today I'm giving it away for 49 bucks. For 49 bucks. I'm giving it away. You can pin that, Mimi. I'm giving it away for $49. And all you have to do is once you do the registration, you just put OMS 49, OMS 49 in the discount code section. All right, OMS 49, and you get it for $49. And that's for all of all of you all are invited. All of you are invited, and I want to see you there. It's going to be a powerful experience because we're going to be healing that inner child, so you're ready to go into the new year, fresh, new, in that calendar year. So OMS 49, and so that new chapter requires a new identity. The new identity naturally leads to new decisions. It naturally leads to new boundaries. It naturally creates new standards. And as you do this, you have to ask yourself, who are you becoming? Who are you becoming? Welcome in from Gambia. Glad to have you in here. So a new identity naturally leads to new decisions, new boundaries, and new standards. Naturally. It's not a struggle, it's not a fight. When I began to embody this version of myself, I began to walk different. I began to talk different. I began to attract different. I am not the same person that I was. When I began to walk in this role, empowering, impacting the lives of people 24/7, not just doing it a few days a week or a couple of days a week, but every single day, things began to shift and change dramatically, quickly, overnight. Overnight. That's it. That's it. Quantum embodiment. The subconscious responds to imagination as if it's already happening. Visualize these things. Put yourself mentally in the space of you becoming the better version of yourself. You have to have that energetic blueprint. And that energetic blueprint is going to, as long as you're in alignment, thank you. Thank you if you know, you know. As long as you're in alignment with that energetic blueprint that you came here to this third dimensional experience with. And as you came here with it and you follow it, you embody it, you walk in it every single day, your life will be different. Your experience will be different, okay? Your life will be different. Your experience will be different. You'll be different. Everything will change and shift because this is about the architecture of success, not the architecture of failure. The grand architect, she has put some things in space for you. She created a blueprint for you to follow. And inside of that blueprint is an inner design that lends to your special gifts. Thank you, Trinity. Thank you, Trinity, for my headpiece. You know I love my headpiece. That's where it's at. This is the greatest season of your life. Not because I say so, but because you have decided for yourself to become the best version of you. Every time, for hundreds and hundreds of hypnosis experiences, hundreds of hypnosis sessions that I do, I always end it with that. This is the greatest season of your life, not because I say so, but because you have decided to become the absolute best version of yourself. Each and every one of you that have been on here, y'all decided to become the best version of yourselves. And so you have a blueprint. You're not a stranger of it. You know, it's not a stranger to it. We might need to go down a rabbit hole and try to dig out a little bit further about what that blueprint looks like for you. But at least right now, you know, does everybody understand that you have an energetic blueprint that determines how successful you can be? That when you follow that blueprint of your authenticity, not lending to what everybody else says, that you can become the better version of yourself. That makes sense? All right. Good. Listen, this was a good topic, wasn't it, y'all? I think we did good. In fact, look at this. Let me go on and let's get this party started. So in this moment, I want to say thank you all so much. All of our beautiful people over here. And I know I don't look over here too often, but you know that I have so many comments happening here on the TikTok side. But if y'all would come in too, I would have to look at both, so that would work. But thank you so much for being a part of this. We want to we gonna have the after party over here on TikTok. And so I'm so glad. Thank you, Janae, for being over here and keeping us straight. And our folks over here on YouTube have been so quiet and so peaceful. Thank y'all so much for being a part of this experience. We'll be back to tomorrow with another message that's designed to be impactful and empowering at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure that you're there. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to wrap this up over here on the YouTube side because y'all, we get in trouble over here for playing our music. So much love. We'll see y'all later. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Don't y'all go nowhere over here on TikTok because we about to ride out. All right. So thank y'all. All right now. Bye-bye. I'm not being petty.